Morning. So it's just before 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm now here at Tunnel Creek. I got up and left the campsite at about 6:15. It's a big long cave, need a torch, so I've got that. Decent footwear, so I think that counts. Apparently there's some fresh crocodiles in here, but I've been told by the lady at the information centre in Derby that they're actually perfectly used to humans and they won't even bother you, so you can just kind of like walk past them. So this is what we're having to contend with at the moment. We'll go in, have a walk through. I'm guessing this is the way. Only kind of he's in one way. Seems quite extreme if this is the way in, considering I think the first bit of walk said it was relatively easy. I think there's a better way in. I'm going to go back and just have a check. Lost. I'm going to go back and then find the way in, and if this is the way in, I'll come back to you. And if it isn't the way in, I'll film it when I'm in there. Okay, this is the way in. There's only one way, and I found there's a dry path here. I just saw that and I was like, oh, what? I got walking that straight away. I bothered. Step down here. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, I thought I had to wade through that, and that looked relatively deep, and I couldn't be bothered. So here we are. Tunnel Creek, apparently you can walk all the way through it. There's some bats in here, there's crocodiles. I can certainly hear lots of dragonflies and other things. Why I go into these things on my own, I don't know. I'm not sure how much you can see. I might just turn this camera off. Let's come back in a little bit. I know you're not going to see anything, but there's a waterfall over there. Well, you can't see it because I just said over there and you can't see. Anyway, there's a waterfall behind me, like a little one. There's a bat flying within meters of me now. There's another two. Little bit scared. A massive cave on my own. I need the torch now. So here's a nice... What is that? That is a bird, possibly? I don't know what it is. Sat on this rock just here. What is it? It's moving because it's watching me, but I don't really know what it is. Nope. Oh, first bit of water. Let's just. You can see the bottom in here, so it's not too bad, which is good because it's quite rocky. Oh yeah, there's my boots, not being waterproof. Lovely. I have to dry well, they'll dry out anyway, but I'll have to make sure my feet are nice and dry. Oh, it's up there now. I don't know what bird that is. I'll have to look it up. Oh, actually that's quite nice. Nice, cool. Big spider's web. No. Let's turn the torch off. Oh. Proper rocky ground. There's a few frogs that I've seen as well, wandering around. Let's get back down to the shore. Ooh. Really quite amazing. And it's nice to be in places like this when there's so little tourists. Sometimes you go into places, and when I was in New Zealand, you go to the glowworms and just everyone's shining torches everywhere. It's like, how are you going to see glowworms with the torch? Moron. It's like people taking pictures of the full moon the other day using flash. That creaking, what that noise is coming from inside the cave. I'm guessing they're just like some birds. It's a pretty tall cave. I don't know if you can... Oh, there's a shit lot of bats up there. I don't even dare count that. And they are... One of them's just stretched its wings. We're talking half a metre, maybe a metre wingspan of those bats. Up there. Okay, they are the bats. They're making that noise. I don't know whether they're the fruit bats that you get in cans. They got the giant fruit bats. They're quite cool though. They come out at night and it's fine when they're out in the open space. But when they're only like 2, maybe 3 metres ahead above my head, and lots of them, if they also flap around, I would drop to the deck pretty damn quick. I know this bit is going to be just black footage, but I'm just trying to explain to you what's going on. This might be an issue. There's a large stint of water. I'm not sure how. It looks like it might be quite deep. I'm going to turn the camera off and I might be able to crawl up one side. I just stepped into the water, and as I took one step in the water I had a large splash on the other side. So now I know there's a croc the other side of the water than me, and I'm just too much of a puss to get in there and find it, even if it is a saltwater, freshie. I'm not feeding that, so I will turn around, walk back past the bats again. What's that? A dead spider that was rather large, just there on the floor. Yeah, so I'm going to go walk back. I might take a little walk up here. That is one of the bats that was in the cave. Oh, he's quick. In circles, will make you all sick. But he's not small. He's not small at all. He was just on this branch here, and so obviously I disturbed him, and then he took off and he flew right round, and then has landed up there somewhere. Oh, I just filmed him. You can hear them. You can still hear the bats in there. Anyway, we'll walk back down through this dark cave. And now I know what's coming. Go back to the bike. So halfway, well actually I'm almost at Silent Grove. The sand here is so soft. I don't know if you can, like, look. It's not even just a gentle walk. Just kick it, like it just pops up dust. This is much better. I can just open the valve, squeeze some air out, close it again, watch it expand, and if it does expand, just open it again. It's much more reliable, much better, which means I'm very much more relaxed. My mirror has decided this is how it wants to be, and it flatly refuses to be in any other direction, so it's staying there. Ooh, soft. Yeah, if I put it back, it just wobbles its way back up there, so it can stay there. Everything else seems to be holding up all right. I keep stopping every now and again just to check, because the corrugation is not... That's the worst thing about this road, really, the corrugation. The rest of it, it's easy. And the scenery is pretty good. Nice hills, big rocks, and full of trees. My visor doesn't want to stay up either. That wants to drop down. I'm going to see if I can fix that tonight. just flatly refuses to stay up. Let's the road go that way. And this is actually quite a busy road. I've met a number of tourists on it already. Almost every stop, and so there's another one. So it's nowhere near as desolate as the other road I took. Just, look at that, how cool is that? It's just... That's awesome. Picture. I think I might leave you with that actually, that shot, and I will turn the camera off and come back when I see something else cool. Hopefully that's all it's going to be, something else cool and not like issues. Some of these creek crossings, I did one earlier. Oh, it's actually got water in it. Oh, well, here he goes. Oh, good, I turn the camera on for that. Oh, it slid right out to the right, as I just got to go with it, focus on the other side. Feet are wet again. So this is going to be the campsite that I'm going to stay at. But I'm going to go in here. Can I get the bike in there? Oh, winning. Oh. I'm going to go to the gorge first. This morning I went into the toilet and there was a big, like, green, possibly tree frog or something in there as well. Look in here. Right, we'll just flush the chain gently. Here he is. Back in there. That's why you should always check underneath the rim, because if this frog is fine, but it could be a spider, and that is a problem. So I've got 10 kilometres till I get to the Bell Gorge, and this is where I'm going to stay. It's still relatively early, it's only like 10:30. Corrugation's bad. Do it full. Every time I get off the bike, I'm looking at things, checking things. I'm definitely going to go over the whole bike this evening or this afternoon when I get back from Bell Gorge. Yeah. Anyway, let's go see Bell Gorge and get there in one piece with all the bolts. Okay, so everything's locked up. I've got my 80-litre pack safe net around all of my gear, including my tank bag. Got my swim shorts on, trainers on. It's stinking hot still. Filled up my water bladder. So now I'm heading into the gorge. It's about a 2 kilometre walk return. Yeah, I can't film in the water because I don't trust this phone case 100%. And I left the back of my GoPro, the solid back of my GoPro, with Chris. So never mind. We'll just have to enjoy it from the side. This path is pretty rocky, so I'm having to be careful of my ankle that I sort of did yesterday. I almost rushed the first section and almost sort of could feel it going again because it's so steady, so I'm just walking a bit slow. You can ride a motorbike all across Australia, under some dirt roads, through stream crossings, over rough terrain, over like really bad corrugation, and twist your ankle on a path to a gorge. I just bent down here to dip my hat in the water to keep myself cool, and completely dumped my GoPro in the water. So hopefully it's my hand jumped in there just as quick as it hit. Hopefully I can dry out quickly in the sun and it's not broken. Ah, crap. Well, I've had it for 5 years, 4 or 5 years, but I think, unless it's a battery issue, but this was a full battery before I dropped it, so I think it's bye-bye GoPro, which is annoying. Hopefully I've got the footage still on the SD card. There's a light on the back, so maybe it's not dead. We're going to take the battery out, and we're going to leave it in the sun for a little bit longer, and hopefully with the back off, and hopefully it will dry out. I won't put the battery in the sun because that's a silly idea. Oh, maybe it's gonna die. It's not gonna die. Anyway, it's time to get into this water and swim. I want it out. It's slimy. Can't get out. I'm skipping. Skipping back in again. $100. So slippery. Just watch this, ready? A little grooving in here. I put the foot into. Yeah. Good evening. So I've been at Silent Cove for a little while now, since about 1 o'clock, and it is now 6. Went over the bike all seems to be perfectly fine. There's not literally anything wrong with it. So yeah, I've just been chilling out and listening to some music, playing some solitaire on my phone. Tonight we have 4 cheese pasta and sauce. Value pack, because I want a big meal, because I feel like it. And then tomorrow is basically cruise as far as I want, because there's no attractions, they're all basically closed now, so it's cruise as far as I want, and it's going to get hot, stop again. But I think this is going to be the last one with water and shower and amenities like that. Well, there we go, time to leave Silent Grove. Not very silent with all the cockies, but luckily they all stop at night, so it's not too bad. It was really hot last night. But yeah, 34 degrees or 32 degrees now. Apparently this place in peak season has like over 100 campers here, which would be stupid busy. I was fortunate enough to only really have 3, I think, that ever stayed here. Yeah. Oh, look at the size of that termite mound. It's a big one. We're just going to hit the road. That's basically all the sights that I can see done. So I'm not too worried about seeing another gorge. Bell Gorge is worth going to just to have a little bit of a swim. And Tunnel Creek was cool because it was cool. Apparently the bats that were in the cave were the black fruit bats. They're slightly different to the ones up in Cairns, which are the flying foxes, and they're like a red fruit bat. Traffic hazard ahead. This is me river crossing. Let's try and do this a little better than yesterday. Up on the pegs. Oh, I can see. Oh, that's like so much easier when you can see. And you're going a bit slower. Easy. And I've got 500 kilometres apparently from here to Karanara. So to be quite honest, at 7:30 there's not a lot to do. I might just ride it. I don't know, I'm going to see how I feel. Oh, hello. See how I feel, really. Anyway, on to Mount Barnett, fill up the fuel. Mount Barnett. Found some shade. Petrol station's just over there, but it's not open yet. But more importantly, I found a sprinkler. And this thing is soaking me beautifully. So, yeah. Lovely. I've just been sitting in front of it for a bit, and now I'm all wet, which is awesome. About 400k to Karanara, so I'm actually tempted just to get it done and just ride it. Depends how hot it gets, but if it's not too bad, might just do it. Benefit of a hostel at the end. It should be cooler than my tent, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna try, because realistically it's 9 o'clock, 400 k's, not 4 hours. Let's say 5, just to allow for stops, refueling, and extra. Because I do about 90 kilometers an hour, basically 80 k's an hour on average. So. Was it half 9 by the time I leave here realistically? Half 10, half 11, half 12, half 1, half 2. Yeah, I'll get there like afternoon. Yeah, go to Karanara. Just do the Gibb in 2 days. Smash it out. Let's say there's nothing open, so I might as well just get it done and ride the road, and that's what I'm going to do. Lovely. Right, one last quick soak. Let's get my back of the gloves. This is brilliant. This way. Right, let's just double check, make sure there wasn't another road. I don't think there was, I think it was just that one. Karanara, 403 kilometres, this is the road, 7 hours and 48 minutes, yep, alright mate, whatever maths you're doing. Let's crack on it. Everyone thinks I'm mad for, oh, that's so beautiful. Wet kit in this temperature, it's now like, this is the equivalent of air conditioning. Honest to God, this is the equivalent of air conditioning. That is beautiful. My visor keeps falling down. The other day, well, last night, I tried to fix it. I basically took the visor off and cleaned it, but it's got like grooves like this in the plastic, and I think they've corroded away a little bit and got bigger, and now it's just in the vibrations falling down. So, a bit of electrical tape between the peak and the visor. I'm going to hold it up. I've got my internal sun visor that I can use to protect my eyes, so I'm just going to use that. And if a car comes, I will stop, hide behind the shield of the bike and let the dust blow away. True fatality of the Gibb caravan that didn't make it. I don't know what happened, but it definitely didn't make it. Let's pick this one. So if I ride over this, right, and as I accelerate, you can see the bike moving. As I accelerate, I'm going to basically go, ah. Ready? There we go. Up to 100 k's is fine, but like certainly from about 40 to 60, it's just like all the way through. This bit of corrugation is pretty bad. It's what sort of was ankle deep. Yeah, ankle deep or so. And somebody's blower, looks like a backpack kind of blower, has fallen off. They are going to be pissed when they find that out. This has definitely fallen off today though. What I'm going to do, let's just move it off the road a bit. I don't need a blower. I think this would be the worst thing in the world in this heat, to blast myself with this. What I might do is just pop it here, and I guess someone will come back for it. And if I see somebody, I'll tell them that they've lost it. Let's face it this way, so that they can see that the orange. Yeah, hopefully someone will come back for that, because that's, I assume, rather expensive. Just stopped in this little camp sort of spot. There's actually a junction here, and Karanara is straight on, and Wyndham is off to the right. But Wyndham is the Gibb River Road, so I won't be going to Karanara just yet. We're going to Wyndham first. And I thought this was funny. It was obviously Outback text message. What are we, Thursday the 25th, so it's a few days old. Maybe Hunter has already joined them. Who knows? Oh, slide. Ooh, that was a big slide. Oh, no. I'm trying to be a dick and slide the back end, and what happened was the front end slipped and my foot went under the pannier. Don't do that. That's very dangerous. Let's just carry on. Well, I just wanted to know if you wanted anything to eat. We're on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, and I found a barbecue. So there doesn't seem to be any gas. And also, the cookie things, the gas things are here. Probably not going to work. But we are in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we're still on the Gibb. It just turns to tarmac sometimes. And I just saw this barbecue and I thought, oh, that's going to be funny. What a random place to not only have a barbecue, but to have it set up. Pretty much, you know. That's what's weird, and it made me laugh because there is nothing that way, and we're going this way on its own. Weird. Yeah, I'm also 120 k's or so away from the full stop. I'm half tempted to see how much my reserve will actually go. I've got plenty of fuel in the tank behind me, And I'm just waiting for my fuel light to come on and then see if I can push it. I think I'm going to make it. Well, it looks things. Well, I'm going to make it because I've got fuel, but my test was up because I know where the petrol station is. It would be a good test just to run the bike out, knowing full well that I've got more than enough fuel to get me to any petrol station around. Just want to see how, in reality, how much the tank does in reserve. I want to allow 100 kilometres because that's what I think is going to do. About 198. I reckon it's going to do around 100k. So the fuel light needs to come on basically now on the next 10k for me to be able to test it. This will be the main river crossing, I guess, seeing as it's the longest one with water in it. I think this is the Pentecost, I believe. Let's get into first. Oh, I dropped it. Bastard. Oh. Well, this is going to be heavy. Alright. No, it's not. Because all my water is on the correct side. Okay. She's up. That was easy. Oh. You still recording? Guess so. I have to get off my feet again. Oh, it's so hard to get going again. Woo. Stalled it out. Okay. Dropped it again. This is because I now can't. It's very difficult to get going with little legs. Stay still. With little legs on these rocks. All good? Yes. Okay, we're going again. We're up. These are quite bumpy. Well, that's why I didn't want it to be rough. Maybe I was going too slow. Maybe a bit more speed would have helped. Let's just make sure. That breath. Make sure no rocks have hit anything. Where's my side stand? There it is. Vitally important. Oh, we've broken it. Okay, well, there's one possible fatality, which is a cable tie. Other than that, everything is good. Right, cable tie on that centre stand, side stand spring. I'm going to put the bike to one side, get it out the road just in case anyone comes. Right, I'm going to fix this. Just put the cable ties back to where they were and get back on. That was a bit embarrassing. That puny little thing. I think it was because I was going too slow. I don't know. Whatevs. So I'm in the last sort of like 60 k's to Wyndham. Fuel lights come on, so what I might do when I get to Wyndham is actually go 10 k's past it, 10 k's back in again, and see if it will run out. I just want to see what the actual range is. Well, that is the end of the Gibb River Road. Yeah, and I'm going to go to Karanara, not Wyndham. It's 40 k's this way. So we're going to go there, but that is Gibb River Road completed. It's starting to rain. I went, oh, I'll play my visor, and then realised I taped it up, didn't I? I was wondering why Jane doesn't hit me in the face. Well, I've got my sun visor down, so it's not getting me in the eyes. But yeah, that made me laugh. Idiot. 63 k's on the red, so I think I need to have 100 k's before it dies, I reckon. That's where I'm placing my bet. So, will it die in the next 4 k's? Never know. Well, we'll find out. I won't. No, Prism's gonna die. Right. 88 k's apparently. I literally just turned the camera off and she died. And so I'm just rolling here. Is where we're going to put it for now. And fill her up. Oh, that was cool. 88. So that means when I was 79 kilometres, I was bloody close. Anyway, that was the end of that adventure. Camera's going to die, so 88 k's in the red. Now I know that's my limit. Well, I've just checked into Karanara. May have burnt my nose. That is working, and it's a godsend. So I'm at this hostel here. That's going to be my bed at the top. I've checked in here for 2 nights, and I'm basically going to have a shower, chill out by the pool, get some food first, actually. Well, shower, food. What a day that was. That was actually quite hard from the others, because there's just more standing up and more rough roads, but enjoyed it, I liked the challenge, so yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to be in an air-conditioned room.